Hey guys, welcome back to the Cool Classic Kid Show. Today we have to talk about, well, someone who sucks at video games as far as I'm concerned. And mind you, this will be referencing a tweet that came out, I believe, on April 1st. But they themselves are saying that, no, this is not a joke. So we're going to take them at their word, particularly because there is a lot of these gremlin, disgusting loser people in the gaming space that think that they're important, when really they need to stop thinking that. You're not important. Nobody cares what you have to say. If you don't like something, don't engage in it. But without further ado, let's just jump right into it. This is from Magomid something or other, not important, you're a loser of society. And they say, I speak for all Elden Ring fans when I say that accessibility is more important than artistic vision. By refusing to add an easy difficulty mode, FromSoftware is discriminating against disabled minorities. The FTC should force them to add easy mode to reduce inequality in games. First off, it's amazing that you think you are so fucking important to say that you speak for all Elden Ring fans, because I know a lot of Elden Ring fans that said Elden Ring isn't difficult enough. Matter of fact, they are saying it's too easy. I know a lot of people like that. One of my good homies, Sod Viper, was like, yeah, they give you so much option in this game that's actually kind of too easy. And there's many others. Personally, I don't play Soulsborne games because, well, I get the shit kicked out of me in them. I'm the type of person, I like to run and gun in everything, and when I can't, I usually take this nasty L, and I've tried a lot of the Soulsborne games, but they just aren't for me. And you know what? That's completely fine, because I just don't want to adapt to the way the game's designed. And you know what? That's fine that I don't want to do that, but it's also fine for the game's design to be exactly what it chooses to be. I am not here to try and force games to be something that they don't want to be. I simply try it, and if I don't like it, I move on. And with, Soulsborne games as well as Elden Ring, I've tried a lot of them, and I think a lot of them are great for what they are. But overall, they just aren't for me. I find some interesting things about it, which is why I do tend to engage here and there. But overall, they're great for what they are. I just am not really big into them like other people are, and they just aren't for me, which is fine. I suck at them. That's also fine as well. But this asshole thinks that, this game should be accessible to everyone. That means it should be a boring-ass game that's made for every single person, that's easy as hell, and it should be easy for everyone. And it should be more so put forward that the game is accessible over the artistic vision of the developers. And honestly, I'm one of those people with gaming. I see the art of gaming, and that's all I gravitate towards. I hate all the corporatization of gaming. It's actually disgusting at this point. It's making me less interested in a lot of mainstream games at this point, because it's too over-corporatized. There's no artistic vision. It's just trend following, trend chasing, all that nonsense. And overall, a lot of these games just feel like they came off an assembly line. A lot of them feel the same. A lot of them feel soulless and boring. A lot of games are absolutely boring. And what I appreciate about the Soulsborne games is that while they may not be for me, they are well crafted. Like, their design and their difficulty is specifically crafted in a way by the developers themselves, curated in a way that is very intimate to the game's design itself. And this person is saying, oh, well, who cares about that artistic vision? Who cares about that craftsmanship? I just want the game to be easy as fuck for people that don't want to play the game anyway. And this person is saying that this should be so much pushed that the FTC should force the developers to add an easy mode to reduce inequality in gaming. So they're advocating for blatant authoritarianism in gaming just because I have to have it my way. And if you don't, well, I want the police of said item to step in and force it to be my way because I'm fucking special or some bullshit like that. Yo, these people are so freaking stupid. They deserve to be mocked and shamed, and that's why this video exists, guys, because this asshole deserves to be mocked and shamed. And they're saying that FromSoftware's game design is inherently discriminative. It's discriminating against disabled minorities. Now, I don't know if they're saying that the disabled individuals are minorities for being disabled, or specifically aiming at non-white disabled people. Either way, it's an absolutely fucking ridiculous argument, especially when I see people in gaming that do have disabilities absolutely thriving. And to treat, and a lot of people that I've come into contact with who are disabled in some way, shape, or form, they don't like to be treated like they're disabled. They want to be treated like they're one of the boys. They want to be treated the same as everyone else is treated. They don't like to be pandered to. Obviously, they want their daily lives to be gone about easily, but that's in regards to just getting places or dealing with certain things. Gaming is a different story entirely. Gaming is an entertainment form that is one of those things. It's not necessary. Now, a lot of disabled gamers, man, they get their game on either way. They don't care. I've seen, an individual, and I don't remember the name, but play Street Fighter. Dude's an awesome Street Fighter competitive pro player. He absolutely kicks ass, and he has to use like his mouth in order to actually play the game. And guess what? He plays Street Fighter 5 better than I ever could if I had fucking 5 hands and just if I knew everything. Like, I'm retarded when it comes to fighting games. This dude is an absolute beast, and he's at a huge disadvantage. So overall, I do not accept any of what this individual is saying. This person wants to pander and just ruin everything for everyone, just to appease people that don't even go out of their way to talk this talk to begin with. It's always these assholes that probably aren't disabled, or we know for a fact that they aren't disabled, that advocate for disabled people. And it's just like, please just mind your fucking business. But they also go to continue on saying in a follow-up tweet that this is not a skill issue. This is a discrimination issue, as FromSoftware are bigots. So yeah, it's not about a skill-related thing. It's just inherently, this developer, they're bigots. They discriminate. They're evil people just because they won't add an easy mode to the game. This is the type of sentiment that just is absolutely disturbingly pathetic. You are a pathetic human being. Flat out, you're pathetic. And this sentiment in itself is absolutely pathetic. And my thing is, I just don't quite understand. Is it the disabled individual that is the minority, or are you talking about minorities who are disabled? Because that's like, these are two different rabbit holes. If you're saying minorities who are disabled, I mean, what are you trying to say? That people that aren't white can't beat Souls games? Is that the rabbit hole you're trying to go into, dude? Are you saying that people that aren't white, they can't do things for themselves? They can't play video games? They can't use basic, skills? Are you trying to go down this rabbit hole where essentially you're just projecting you're the true fucking bigot here? And you think that people who are not white cannot do tasks that white people can do? Is that where we're going with this? Because that is fucking disgusting. There are so many people. I mean, look, there's so many awesome people in the gaming space that I know that aren't white, that absolutely kick ass at video games. Some of them absolutely love and conquer Souls games. Elden Ring, Bloodborne, the Dark Souls games, Demon Souls. Like, they love and absolutely destroy those games whenever they come out. Total badasses. And shit, my best friend, who's one of my good buddies from Kuwait, I literally call him a human strategy guy. Dude knows his shit. I can go to him and he will lay out a perfect game plan for me to get past this boss or this battle or whatever have you, as long as he's played the game. Literally, I call him the human strategy guide for good reason. So are you trying to say that people that are not white are not capable for some fucking reason just because they're not white? Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And then they go on to say, in a follow-up tweet to the follow-up tweet, Not an April Fool's joke. And I beat the game. Have you, though? Have you? If it isn't playable for everyone, then it should be playable for no one. So how did you beat Elden Ring? Did you really beat Elden Ring, though? Because there's a difference between beating Elden, and mind you, I don't really play Soulsborne games like that, but I do know enough about them to understand that you can get through Elden Ring or through, Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne, either the difficult way or the easy way. Oh, you could just play the co-op and get through it co-op with a buddy, which the buddy could then do all the work and drag your ass through it. I'm aware of that ability. So did you really beat the game, or did someone drag your bitch ass through the game, kicking and screaming? I would like to see some proof of this. I would like to see how you've beaten Elden Ring. I mean, who the fuck do you think you are? And it's not like, I never like to pull these, show me the receipts thing or whatever the hell have you. Just get your gaming in how you get your gaming in at the end of the day. I don't really care how many trophies you have. I don't care how many games you've beaten. I've never been that type of person. But this asshole is putting out such a disgusting set of tweets that I just have to wonder, you're truly full of shit, but exactly how full of shit are you? I would like to be aware. I think that's important to find out in this situation. I don't think he's beaten Elden Ring. I think that Elden Ring broke this dude, and maybe he got through Elden Ring by someone else dragging him through it, but I'm pretty sure this game broke him. And like many others, many of these gaming journalists that pretend that so much that they're all for disabled people. They always throw disabled people on the battle line as the sacrifice whenever they have this argument about if there should be an easy mode in FromSoftware games or not. They always throw disabled people on that line all the time when they themselves aren't disabled, mind you. And then finally they said if it isn't playable for everyone, then it should be playable for no one. No game is playable for everyone. You can't just spit out a baby that was just born, hand them a controller, and they can play even the easiest of things. That's not possible. You are absolutely delusional in what you are asking, but you're so fucking retarded that you will demand it. It's not even ask, it's a demand for something that is unrealistic because you're delusional. You're out of your mind. You deserve to be mocked and shamed for what you're asking for because you are the, not just a clown, but you are the whole circus. You idiot. There is no game that is playable for every single person. None. That's an unrealistic expectation. And if you think otherwise, then perhaps you need to be reevaluated. Perhaps you need to get a lobotomy or something, sir. The bottom line is, nobody cares if you suck at video games. No one wants to hear your whining. No one wants to hear your complaining. Either play the game, get the shit kicked out of you, or go play something else. FromSoftware comes out with a new game every handful of years. One out of what? Thousands of games that end up on a platform? Go play something else, you pathetic whiny bitch. Nobody wants to hear your complaining. Nobody cares. No one wants to watch you throw disabled people on the battle line and say, I'm fighting for them. How many times do we hear that all the time? Using any form of individual that you think is incapable. It happens all the time. I'm fighting on behalf of this community or that community. How about just mind your fucking business? They don't need your help. Matter of fact, most of the time, it's the allies that make things worse for the people they claim to be fighting for. I'm tired of this argument, and everyone else should be too. If you don't want to play Elden Ring, then don't fucking play Elden Ring. And matter of fact, let's just hold Mr. Amagamod, whatever the hell this dickhead's name is, to his own standard. You claim to have beaten this game. Well, you, sir, are a bigot for supporting FromSoftware, for playing their game. Something you deem that minorities, whichever they may be that you're claiming to be fighting for in this conversation, they don't have access to be able to play this game. Therefore, you are a bigot by your own standards for supporting and playing through it yourself. That's the game that they want to play, so I can play that shit too. But yeah, guys, I'm just tired of this nonsensical argument. Just play the games that you want to play. Not everything is going to be for you. These people are so self-absorbed that they really think that they're so important that every single game must be made for them. And it's time to wake up to reality. That's not going to be a thing ever. And the sooner you get hip to that, the sooner I won't have a fucking problem with you. But until then, I have a problem with you. There's plenty of games out there that I will never play because they're just simply not for me, and I accept that. It's completely fine. That's just the way of the world, baby. So get used to it. A lot of people, if it be millennials, Gen Z, a lot of them are unfit for the world. And that goes in part to society not holding anyone accountable for saying that we need to make everything easy for everyone, that their parents doing this as such, shielding their children from every difficult walk of life, handling everything for them. A lot of people aren't ready for the world, let alone a video game. And this clown proves it right here, right now. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. You can like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, or Kick if you want to continue the conversation. Become a channel member if you'd like to have access to my Discord. And guys, with all being said, I'm out. Peace.